I'm here today with my good friend Dio Miranda of DioFitness in Austin, Texas. We're going to talk about prehab and decompressions, some really cool stuff that you may not have seen before. Welcome, Dio, and what are you going to be showing us today?
Well, it's a warm-up, like body-mind connection that we always talk about, but at this point, it's going to be literally what it is, moving your brain, moving your body, and connecting them. So it's really important before you play the game, so you can actually go and enjoy the game instead of using the game to warm up as you go. So
I think we have a video that we shot that's going to explain it maybe a little bit better for people. Can you talk us through what we're going to see?
Yeah, it's going to be, again, the body-mind connection, moving your body with intention. I always bring this word into the warm-ups because as athletes, sometimes you just like move around a little bit, but when you bring the intention of what you're going to do, who you're going to play against into your movement, things change and become more specific. And then I also share some decompressions. We live always against fighting gravity, right? So we're bringing some decompression, so you do the opposite of what we always do to bring stress. Now we decompress, bring the stress off. So
okay, well, let's look at the video and you can help us.
All right, guys, think about mind-body connection, but really you're gonna see it at work. I wanna show you some warm-up and also some decompressions as we go. You get set up here. You're gonna bring your feet inward. You're gonna see in a little bit. And my hip is gonna come forward. And we're gonna start doing some spinal translation. You're gonna be bringing some oil to your body. You're gonna lubricate your body so you're gonna get ready to play, okay? So in this movement, only the torso move. The feet are inward, my hips are a little bit forward, and I move side to side. Now, all of the movements today, you do for 1 minute, okay? And you're gonna hear me saying that all the time because it's really important that you do this warm up and decompression for 1 minute, all right? This is more of a frontal plane motion, just like the human body move, right? So my feet are still inward, my hips are going, they're a little bit forward, and extending my wrist and I'm going side to side, bringing some oil to my spine, getting ready, getting my mind ready for the game, on any other activity you might do. So this is great warm-up, mind-body connection, getting that brain to connect even more with your extremities. If you notice, I'm not moving that fast either. It's a moderate tempo. More connection, mind-body connection here, just moving my legs. And again, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. My hips are I'm still trying to get my hips forward a little bit. Now I'm moving some of the torso and extremities, more extremities into the movement. Again, for 1 minute. So every time you see a change, now I'm going sideways, also done for 1 minute. My hips are going a little forward. And by now your heart rate's kicking in. Maybe you begin to break some sweat by now. All normal. Going up for another minute. Remember your hips going forward a little bit. That's where the challenge is, right? So you have to think about and be present. And this is where the connection happens. I want you to be present. Breaking a sweat, heart rate going up, now everything together. Done for 1 minute again. And thinking about your connection with your body. Ready to perform. Your thoughts and intentions are really important as well. Everything is done with intention. Intention. I'm a huge fan of squats. If you can go all the way down to the ground, awesome. If you cannot, then we use what you have, right? We are not here to copy anybody's movement. We're here to move forward with what you have, embrace it, and from there, keep moving. Some people cannot go all the way down due to like the way their hips are set up, anatomical barriers. So you do your best. Everything's done for 1 minute. Some of you might be sweating by now, heart rate going up or not. Now we go to the push-up. Make sure your head is aligned with your spine. Okay, this is moderate tempo as well. If you cannot do it that way, you can get your knees on the ground, no problem at all. Bring the best of you, and from there we keep moving forward. Okay? Moderate tempo. Remember, everything's done for a minute. So you're gonna be, for some people, you might feel like it's a little bit of a workout. For athletes, maybe sometimes a little bit of a warm-up, and bringing more movements into the warm-up. Transverse planes right now with your head moving, staying forward. Now I'm looking to the side a little bit. You can do it either way, it's fine. I'm doing my upper body now. Look how I'm moving my hands. Palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down. Just to stay present with the movement. Staying present. Torso's barely moving. Moving my middle back. Bringing some translation and everything together here. Moving everything together now. Challenging my brain as I go. You might lose a little bit of balance. That's all good. We're getting ready here. Even if it's not perfect, you just keep going. Now bringing a little bit more speed. And remember, everything's done for 1 minute. Everything's done for 1 minute. More mobilizations here. Part of the warm-up. My head straight, looking down. Just moving my torso in a semi-squat position. Now you can bring the head a little bit now. And also warming up your eyes. Remember, your lenses in your eye adjust through muscles. So it's a good thing to move your eyes as well as you work on your warm-up. Only few people talk about the eyes. Very important. If you cannot see it, you cannot play your sport, hit the ball like you want to do. I'm doing the running man, running woman here. Again, body-mind connection. Connecting my brain with my extremities. By now, heart rate up, sweating, all part of the cool process. You might feel your feet a little bit. Feet is also part of the body that we forget a lot, but we use all the time. Keep the tension here. Bring the legs in. Bring your feet inward. Wrist extended, following your pinky with the tension. Now on the way up, if you saw, I'm going a little bit faster down the way down. Every single vertebrae, little by little, touching the ground. And go slow, a little bit faster, and then slowing down. And go slow, going down. A little bit slower. There we go. Now moving on to the decompression. This one I recommend you do after you play. It can even be in your house, apartment, wherever you are after you play the game. You decompress, specific to the cervical vertebrae, C4, C5, bringing tension throughout the body. You think about Spider-Man, Spider-Woman with those hands when they come up. You're just pushing. Okay? Here's for the middle back, T8, T9. If you cannot do it this way, you can also bring like a chair or a mini bench to lift yourself up, and that'll be a little bit easier. Or remember, everything's done for a minute. Everything's done for a minute. Remember, this is your decompression. Very important for the body. Very important. Feet in, keep the tension there. Arms up, now they're over my head. Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, pushing towards the camera. My neck is flat. I have a double chin going on. And keep the tension. And remember, everything's done for 1 minute. That's huge key for what we're doing today. And you slowly get out of these positions. This can be really aggressive for different parts of the spine. So remember that. Another decompression, cross your legs, keep the tension there. Again, you can use a bench or a chair if this is too hard for you. Double chin, my hands are pushing against each other. My eyes are also looking down. And keep the tension. Keep the tension. Remember, for 1 minute. All these decompressions recommended to do after you play the game to take care of yourself.
That was some really cool stuff, Dio. I've not seen that from other trainers.
Yeah.
What brought you to understanding that and bringing that to how you work with athletes?
Well, I was trying to do things that are different and things that make sense. Things that are basic, but that make sense. If you hear me, I was talking about the eyes a little bit, and we forget the things that we use the most and not how they actually work, but what can we do for them? I also talked about the feet a little bit. So, and now many people are gonna have these tools to use them in their house and with what they do with their body, right? So now you have tools, and that's the idea of it, so.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me and with our community. And I look forward to talking more about the things that you do.
Awesome.
If somebody wanted to know more, how would they be able to find out more about you and what you do?
diofitness.com and also on social media as DioFit. So,
Good.
thank you.
Thanks.